Hi guys, and welcome to Total Technik. Today we're working on the Audi Q7, and in this particular video we're going to be showing you how to remove the rear wheel arch liner. Let's do it. Now, as you may well have guessed, the first thing that we need to do is go ahead and get your wheel removed. So to remove your wheel bolts, the easiest way to do it is, before you jack the car up, is to slacken the wheel bolts off by half a turn. That makes it much easier once you've jacked that car up. Because what will happen if you leave these at full tightness and you jack your car up, when you undo these, your wheel will be wanting to spin, and so you have quite a lot of resistance because it's still tight. If you slacken it off by half a turn, once it's jacked up, they're much easier. So now you're ready to jack the car up, get the wheel removed. Another quick tip for you: rather than jack it up to the full height, if you jack it up so the wheel's just clear of the floor, then undo your wheel bolts. That will allow you just to slide the wheel off across the ground, so you haven't got to lift it off, especially if you've got a big wheel like this 21-inch one here. This is a big heavy lump, so rather than wrestle with it, just get just off the floor, and that will allow you to slide it off, and you haven't got to worry about the wheel dropping and bashing the brake caliper. And then once the wheel's away, then you can continue to jack it up to the full height. So once you have your wheel removed, you can see we've got great access to the wheel arch liner now. So the first thing you want to do is go around and familiarise yourself with the fixings that you're going to need to remove as part of this process. So first thing you'll see is there's a lot of these Torx screws. These are size 25 Torx, and these are kind of dotted all the way around. Another one there, another one there, and then coming over to this side, got more here. And they're basically dotted all the way around the outside. So you want to go and familiarise yourselves with those, because in a minute all of those need to be removed. In addition, you'll also see there's these they're kind of like plastic caps that sit on a metal stud. They screw on. They've got a hex head, which is a 10mm, and so likewise all of these are going to need to be removed. So have a little look around, because there are multiples of these. I can see one here. As we look further up into the wheel arch, I can see another one here. And coming across the wheel arch, there's another one hidden up there. And coming down, I see another one on the other side, just in there as well. And additionally, there's another one of these plastic caps that's actually hidden right the way up, just behind the lip here, almost dead centre. So start with all these little screws. As I mentioned before, these are size 25 Torx. So I've gone ahead and sprayed a little bit of penetration fluid. You can use stuff like liquid wrench, or if you've got some WD-40 lying around the house, that's pretty good as well. But on these, what can often happen is sometimes these rust will get in there, and it will stop this plastic spinning off easily. And so what can happen is you can actually snap these little threaded studs off. So it's a good idea just to give them a quick spray if you can, just to help the process. So next we're looking at dropping the wheel arch liner down. A few things to bear in mind whilst you're kind of manipulating it. Remember, you have these little kind of metal studs where you just removed your plastic caps earlier. You have these metal studs dotted around through the wheel arch liner, so you've got to move the wheel arch liner enough so that you free those studs. Additionally, we do have a brake line right here. The wheel arch liner sits in behind that. So we want to make sure we're not putting too much strain and pressure on this brake line. And the final thing to remember is also along the edge here, it does tend to tuck in behind this little plastic trim. So you've got to try and unhook that. Normally, if you're working on these wheel arch liners, often you'll find they've got a nice little gap in the middle. Front ones usually do, the rear ones in this instance don't. Those can be quite useful because usually you can kind of fold the two ends in. What I think we'll try and do on this one, because there's no gap there, we'll try and undo it from this side, from this trim side, so that we can then at the end fold this down and then lift it carefully over the pipe. You want to make sure you try and protect this pipe. you can see, we kind of wrestled the top edge forward a little bit and then carefully lifted this section over the pipe. So now it can be removed from the vehicle. So there we go, that's now job done. That is how to remove your rear wheel arch liner. This video has been helpful for you. We always ask, take 1 second out of your busy day and just hit that like button for us. It really helps us out. Likewise, if you could consider subscribing, we've got loads more great content on our channel waiting for you to check out. Be very much appreciated. We'll see you again.